We are at the Cosmic Film Studio in Lyons, Nebraska, getting ready to start shooting the film For the Love of Dick. I play the titular role of Dick in the film, and it's kind of a love story slash, what do I want to say? Love story slash lost opportunity. Dick is a retired scientist who, when he gets home, he finds he has no companions in his life and decides to maybe create some of his own.
My name is Jean-Paul Zahor. I'm an actor from Lincoln, and I'm playing Frankie, the progeny of the titular Dick over here.
I came up with the concept 6 years ago. I wrote the script 2.5 years ago. My name is Jesse Eastman. I'm the writer, director, producer of this project. Obviously, Frankenstein was a big influence on me. I'm a huge fan of the Frankenstein story and Mary Shelley's writing. But also, a lot of my past writing has kind of covered the realm of romantic comedy. I really wanted to tell the story of Frankenstein kind of in a modern way, as well as the silent films of the 1920s and 30s. I'm a huge fan of Buster Keaton in particular. So I really thought it would be cool to marry this sci-fi tale, this tale as old as time, with something a little more wholesome.
Yeah, I would call it sort of a twisted kind of black rom-com in a way.
I mean, the references to this go all the way back, like you said, just it could be silent films, sci-fi, Frankenstein, romantic comedy. It's its own thing.
But I believe at its core, it's really a story about just human connection and loneliness and how people deal with those things and find each other. My name's Katie Otten, and I play the character Francesca. I don't want to give away too much, but she comes in towards the end and very quickly realizes that there's something that she wants, and she just goes for it.
From the audience standpoint, I feel like Ruth, she's the touchstone kind of person from the audience standpoint. From the overall film standpoint, she's the everything you're looking for is right in front of you if you'll only open your eyes trope.
He's this guy who's trying to solve all his problems the only way he knows how to.
We really hope to pay respect to the era that inspired the look. We're going with black and white. We're gonna focus in on shadows and have that sort of expressionist look.
With black and white films comes a variety of differences in how you go about your filmmaking process. Because of the gray scale in between the black and white, we're able to play with very intimate and personal feelings without it being necessarily represented through dialogue or by a character's actions. But just by the way that the lighting and the color composition is utilized in production.
We're going to be working in a silent format, which that sort of constraint is something I'm super excited for. I find creative restraints can lead to breakthroughs, and I think in this case we're going to have a lot of fun exploring.
Right. Yep. It's going to be a challenge for all of us in the cast to learn a different style of acting. It's not going to be subtle like you would normally see in most films. We're going to have to rely on our physical emotions and our actions to relate what we are trying to say to each other.
I'm excited because we get to work at Cosmic Film Studios, which is one of my favorite places to work. And I get to work with a lot of new people that I've never worked with and tell a really beautiful story.
Working in Bill Hedges' amazing studio is another thing I'm super excited for. It will allow us to sort of transport back to another place and another time.
In a community like Nebraska, everybody is putting in really great work, and these things don't happen in a vacuum. This is very optimistic of us. This is not something you're going to find locally or really anywhere, and so I feel we do need the extra help, and we would all be very humbled to have your support.
What sets us apart is we're striving to tell new stories in a new way. I haven't heard of any other silent black rom-com sort of, films out there in the mix. I have been so impressed with the local storytellers here in Lincoln that I would strongly encourage everyone to support.
Art should be a community endeavor anyway.
Hi, I'm Bill Hedges. I operate the Cosmic Film Studio here in Lyons, Nebraska. And this used to be a movie theater, and back in the 60s I actually worked here as a projectionist when I was in high school. This is used to be the theater auditorium, and back here is where I have my standing set for my series, my spaceship. This is my ancient ruins set that I use for different episodes. I can redress it a little bit. And it also has a hidden door. It's pretty versatile. This is one of the last of the vacuum tube computers, the Burroughs 220. But they used to use computers like this in sci-fi movies back in the 60s, because they had a lot of flashing, blinking lights on them. They, like that. And then over here is my. This is the concession area for the studio or the theater. Also the ticket office, and then on the other side that was a barber shop. Or if I need a special prop, it's kind of fun to fix these up. Until the theater closed, this was the same projectors that they used until 1985. Even the same tube amplifier from 1947. And they still used carbon rod arc lighting too in the lamp house. And I did wire this one up to that so it actually works, because I intend to use this in an episode. But these would only hold 20 minutes worth of film, so you'd have to do a changeover every 20 minutes. That's why there's two projectors here.